Hello, friends. How are we doing today? We're back for another watch along. You guys pushed me a lot yesterday to do the Bayern watch along, and I was close to doing it. I really was. And I don't know. I just couldn't get myself to do it. So, I mean, we'll watch a little Wolfsburg, we'll watch a little Lille. It is a more interesting game, I guess. And a couple of my buddies are doing the watch along of the Barca and Bayern games. So hopefully, if you guys are interested in the group of life, seeing all the potential that there is, this would be a nice little watch along for you guys. So hopefully, it'll be an interesting one. And I might flip back and forth between this one and the Bayern game. We'll see. But if you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like, say hello as well. And let me know who you guys want to win tonight. Or if you care at all between Wolfsburg or Lille. Looks like we got some Bundesliga love dropping in the chat just a little bit there, which is nice to see. We'll go in, and yeah, Sebastian was excited. He didn't really want to see the Bayern game, and with the weekend, I couldn't do it. So we'll we got the Bundesliga, we got Lille, my boy Jonathan David. It could be a fun little watch along, and it's the group of life. The fun thing is that every single person in this group can qualify. So that's kind of wild. We'll bring up the starting 11 for you guys as well. And as you see the table on the side here, I can get it up. So there you go. Here's the starting 11s for you guys, as well as the table. So Lille with top of the table with 8, Salzburg 7, Sevilla 6, and Wolfsburg 5. So a lot on the line for this game. I don't think Yash is super happy, but he said that Lille will win. Not impressed with Wolfsburg. And yeah, if you guys were watching the Chelsea game earlier as well, man, that was an ugly one. 3-3, Juve topped the table. Yash's OMG Chelsea. JJD TV fan says, "Yo, what's up, my man? Bro, sorry, you love Wolves? You're cheering for the Wolves today? That's all right. White's got the Bundesliga love coming on in. Josh, I'm annoyed at you for Lille. I need to watch on 3 devices now. I appreciate the love there, Yash. I know, man. I know. I guess, yeah. Like it's a funny one, man. I was close. You guys said, come on, Josh, do the watch along so that way we'll know how the Champions League ends up. We'll know who's going to the Europa League. And I literally had the Barca Bayern watch along lined up. But I just couldn't pull the trigger, man. We ended up switching it to this one. Why don't you stream the Bayern versus Barca instead, Josh? Is it too gory for you? Too much pain, man. Too much early pain. And honestly, I don't think it's going to be a good game, the Bayern-Barca one. I honestly think that Bayern are going to run over Barca. They're starting a very strong starting 11. Nagelsmann's clearly no love lost. I don't think it's going to be pretty. This one's going to be interesting, man. Anybody in this group can literally actually move on, like anyone. Wolfsburg, if they win, I believe they're guaranteed to go through. So it is pretty interesting. But let me know, guys, in the chat right now, who do you guys want to win? Who do you guys want to win this game? Are you cheering on Lille? Are you cheering on Wolfsburg? What's your reasoning? I know that there's a couple people going for Wolfsburg today because of the Bundesliga connection. I will low-key be cheering for Lille because, my boy Jonathan David. Yeah. You like the switch. Jose's going to be going for Wolfsburg today. Up top, David, not Irish, the non-Dortmund player. Yeah, showing Lille lining up today in a 4-3-3, which I don't think is actually legitimate. I think that Lille will be playing a 4-4-2. Gunnarsson will be at left midfield with Benjamin Andre, Sanchez, the 2 center mids, Okone on the right, and then Yilmaz and David up front. I don't think David will be playing from the wings, but maybe I am wrong. Oh, Yash, come on. Taking shots. JJD TV fan, you're the Europa League. Wolfsburg has Swiss players, so I will support for them. Bundesliga for the win. Sal at left wing back. Yeah, any of you guys watch the game earlier today? Yeah, yikes. Big Sal has not fit in too nicely there, but Kelly's tuned in today. Said great job switching with a big old LOL. Go Lille. Should be interesting to see this game tonight. I think it'll be a fun one. Jose saying that Wolfsburg will win for the Bundesliga. Plus, I'm Bayern fan. 4-1 Bayern, by the way. I want Bayern to win, so Frankie comes to United. I think Bayern's going to run over Barca today. And I'll switch back and forth when there's goals and stuff and whatnot. But Wolves, because they need the Bundesliga reps in the knockout stage. That is true. That is true. But I got too much love for Jonathan David, so I'm sorry, Wolfsburg. I need to see you. Need to see to move on out. I will support any club who wears green shirts. It's fair. It's fair. WTF. White's not impressed, man. White's not impressed with me. Is Marsh sacked? Jesse Marsh did get sacked. They played a game already without them. There's already rumored that Schalke's old manager and Sparta Moscow's old manager, Domenico, I can't remember his last name, is going to take over. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Yeah, Sebastian Zemini cheer on Nigeria, the greatest green kits of all time. Yes, March is sacked. Wrong time, right man. I don't know about that, man. I didn't. Jesse Marsh said that it was a mutual consent that he was stepping down. So, kind of tells me that he might not have been the right man for the job. And they're hiring a very defense-oriented manager. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that one actually goes out. But if you guys are just joining us in the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like. Put in the chat. Let me know who you're cheering on tonight. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I know we got a couple Canadians as Kelly tunes on in saying, "Go Lille." The group of life, man. Sevilla taking on Salzburg. Wolfsburg taking on Lille. It'll be an interesting one. We're going to see who joins Dortmund in the Europa League as well from a bunch of different teams today. It'll be interesting. Out of this group, I'd prefer Sevilla not to go to the Europa League. So I want Sevilla and Lille to win today, and then Salzburg joins the Europa League because, why not? Why not? Yes, he did get appointed as the manager of Leipzig. Dortmund for Europa League win. I want it so bad. I do too, my man. I do too. I'm excited for the Europa League. I know that, everyone's just like, Josh, where's your mentality? But I know it is what it is. I'm excited for Dortmund to hopefully go on some type of run in the Europa League. I'd give Marsh the Everton job, to be honest. I'm curious. He's been rumored to join the Ralph Rangnick at United. I don't know if you heard that, Yash, but I think that'd be an interesting one. Maybe Jesse Marsh as an assistant manager would be good. I mean, Chris Armas is apparently going to United or did go to United, which is interesting as well. Watching on DAZN today, I am as well, Kelly. I am as well. Should be a fun one. I'm going to see if the stream is going so far. Oh, we got Armas. You did? That's so interesting that Armas went that way, man. I don't know. It seems weird to me. I'm watching on a split screen, and then on TV, it's Man United. But yeah, we're going to have a big transfer stream going on tomorrow, I think. There's a lot of transfer news that's going on around Dortmund, a lot of different names. So I'll probably do that instead of a Europa League watch-along. But let me know which one you guys would prefer. Carrick needed to be replaced. Which Wolfsburg player could BVB buy? Could BVB buy? I don't know. Could. I mean, the number one would be Babu. We want him. I would take your Swiss love and Babu, but if we could afford him, Baku would be the number one target in my eyes. But yeah, here's the starting 11 guys for today. Looks like Wolfsburg's lining up in their 3-4-2-1. Weghorst, obviously an important player. Waldschmidt as well. Gerhardt's in there. Silva and Babu. Lacroix is another one that we'd like. Gila Bogi through the back. It's a strong Wolfsburg side today, and they are the home team, where Lille will be lining up in the... And again, I think it's going to be the 4-4-2. I've watched Lille play a lot this season, and I just feel like this 4-3-3 isn't the case. Gunnarson, I've never seen him at a center mid position. I usually see him as a left back. That's his prime position. He could probably play as a left mid, which is why I think it's going to be a 4-4-2. David Yilmaz at the strikers. We'll have Ikone on the right. Sanchez, Andre in there. They got Sven Botman, a very, very talented player as well to keep an eye on. Zachariah, my boy. Josh, can Dortmund go for Brooks? Or they won't go for Brooks. I don't think John Brooks is worth anything. Hinteregger would be an interesting one, but I don't think they're going to go for anyone in January. But I think we're going to have a pretty big transfer stream tomorrow for you guys. A pretty big one. I mean, there's a lot of names that have been dropping for the last few days. We've been actually now legitimately linked to Schlotterbeck. So there you go, guys. Remember how you guys mentioned Schlotterbeck the other day? We've been actually linked to him now. Him and Stark from Hertha Berlin. So at some point tomorrow, we'll get a transfer stream going to talk touch on a whole wide range of names. Darwin Núñez. It'll be a fun episode today. But if you guys are just tuning in, guys, Wolfsburg or Lille, let me know in the chat. The Bundesliga love, or do you not care? Let me know. Baku or Zachariah. If I had a choice, I don't know. It's difficult because we need both. I mean, I'd probably pick Zachariah knowing that our CDMs are on the way out. Lacroix from Wolfsburg. Yeah, incredible player. Man United got some great luck, but they're not better than Atalanta either game. Villarreal. I think that whoever comes out of that one to the Europa League will be tough competition for us as well, man. I'd rather Villarreal probably get dropped down. I know that they won the competition last year, but Atalanta scares me. And I'd prefer them to stay up in the Champions League. But let me know, who do you guys prefer? Let me know right now, who would you guys prefer in this group to drop in the Europa League to join Dortmund? Would you prefer Salzburg? I mean, Wolfsburg can't finish third, so it doesn't matter. Would you rather Sevilla, Salzburg, or Lille? Who do you want to see join Dortmund in the Europa League? Let me know who you're least scared of. I'm assuming it's going to be Salzburg, but yeah, we'll take a look at the benches as well. Very little bench today for Lille. I'm sure Yash remembers Angel Gomez. Mana's on there as well. Very light bench. Strong bench for Wolfsburg. Luka Bacchio, Nemeka, Stefan, Baku, Philip can all come on. Ruslan, even Brooks. So pretty solid little bench there for Wolfsburg. It should be a little interesting game there. But look how close that table is, guys. It's wild, and it's a fun fact that Wolfsburg cannot finish third. They literally can finish first, second, or fourth. They are not able to finish in third place, so they will not be joining us down in the Europa League. Zachariah plus Bellingham would be an amazing midfield. I do not disagree with that whatsoever. We defended well against Villarreal. De Gea saved us. Do you think Dortmund need a CDM replacement for Witsel? I do. We probably need at least one. I mean, Zachariah, again, for financial reasons, should be the guy to come in there, but we'll have to wait and see, guys. We'll have to wait and see. Even so, we lost to Atalanta and we drew. It didn't matter. We got a prediction, guys. Let's see your score predictions. Toss them in the chat if you're just tuning in today. Sebastian says 3-2 full versus Wolfsburg. He's got the Swiss love in Wolfsburg and the Bundesliga love as well. The coat says Canada over the Bundesliga. I want Lille to win. I'm the same one, man. I'm the same way. I'm sorry. I can't go against Lille, man. I watch them too much. I have fallen a little bit in love with them just because my boy Jonathan David. But it is showing that Lille's playing in a 4-3-3, which I still don't believe. I don't see Jonathan David playing out on the left wing, but we shall find out once the game gets going, guys. But there's been some Jonathan David news as well for anyone who is interested in that. I know Kelly might be. Oh, I forget who it was. I think Liverpool came back up, and I think PSG. That was the latest name, man. PSG has been linked to Jonathan David. So, Kelly, anyone who's following Canadian soccer, let me know what you think of that. I wouldn't go to PSG if I were him. I would not, but we're almost underway, ladies and gentlemen. Got a 1-1 prediction coming in there as well. The live ticker should start soon. I'll get that up for you guys. Kickoff's just about underway. If you're just tuning in, guys, be sure to drop a like. Say hello as well. We will, if you want me to, we will switch back a little bit from the Bayern-Barca game if anything is interesting coming there. We'll see. Salzburg and Villarreal is ideal. If I was in budget, Dortmund would buy Saka from Arsenal. I think Saka would cost way too much money, but we're underway here, guys. Wolfsburg versus Lille. Should be an interesting one. Anything is possible in this group, which is kind of cool. And it looks like we got a good split today of who we want to win. Cacare from Lyon is an incredible player. I would take him in a heartbeat, to be honest, man. At Dortmund for sure. Got our play-by-play coming on here for you guys as well. Let me know if you like this one or if you like the ones from yesterday more. I think this one looks kind of nice. What do you guys think? I think so. I think it looks good. Let's take a look. This should be a fun game, guys. Already on the attack is Wolfsburg. Well done by Sven Botman. Sven Botman's a player I would take in a heartbeat, man. Des is playing at right wing today. And I don't know why, man. I don't know why you'd want to start him at right wing. But I think Dembele is back in there as well. Saka is unsellable. He's unsellable, and he's also very, very expensive. Conrad, he'd be an interesting one. I think the fact that our boy Zachariah could potentially be on a free is very appealing for us. Yash, young boys are only 2 points behind Atalanta, so they can finish with a win and Atalanta lose. But head-to-head, Atalanta, Villarreal have better records. Leimer was insane yesterday. For CDM, Kimmich is the best in the Bundesliga, maybe the best in the world. I agree with that. Massive love towards Kimmich, even though he just drives me crazy. Being a Dortmund fan. But it looks like we got a Lille supporter in the chat. Let us know, guys. Anyone tuning in today who are Lille supporters, who are Wolfsburg supporters, let us know. And let us know your thoughts on the game, as we just got a Lille supporter jumping in. I am Canadian, so I'll be rooting for Lille as well today. So welcome to the chat, my man. If you are new to the channel, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub as well. Always appreciated. And let's see how this one plays out, because it does actually look like Jonathan David is playing on the wing today in a 4-3-3. So, I mean, I've watched, like I said, besides Dortmund, man, I've watched a ton of Lille matches this season. And this is interesting. Jocelyn Gornick putting Jonathan David out on the wing. We'll have to see how that goes on. Botman is so underrated. I agree, man. He would be a very ideal center back signing if I had unlimited money and I was a Dortmund manager. But I'm assuming he'll probably go to the Prem, because that's just straight up where the money's at. The little Lille love coming in. I would say Kimmich, Fabinho, Rodri, Frankie de Jong, Conte top 5. There's a lot of good players right there, my man. A lot of good players. By the way, Josh, I'm so confident that we can keep Holland for another year that I'll wear a Bayern shirt during next year's Classic if it does not happen. That is bold words now, guys. In the chat right now, guys, put yes or no. Simple yes or no. Do you think Holland stays at Dortmund next season? What do you guys think? I'm on the fence. I do think that there's a good chance, but I don't know, man. For me, it just seems like it'll seem like the way that it plays out. I mean, if we come home with a Europa League, if we challenge in the Bundesliga, if we win the Pokal, if we win things, I think Erling Haaland will respect that, will like that, and that could potentially bring him in. We'll have to wait and see. Ter Stegen, not better than Kobel. What a mistake. You're saying Ter Stegen's not better than Kobel. I like that. I'm not going to complain with that statement at all. Busquets forced to take a yellow. Yeah, if you guys are tuning in and watching any other games today, be sure to keep us updated as well, because it should be an interesting one. Barca. Who do you guys want to win between Barca and Bayern today? Do you guys care at all? I feel like it'd be nicer. I don't know. I don't know who I want to win, man. I don't know who I want to win. No, I do know. I want Barca to win. Keep Barca away from the Europa League. Why not? Even though I don't rate them very highly. Hey, you're watching the wrong game. Angie, I just couldn't get myself to do it. I will flip back and forth for you guys. But I just, with the pain of the weekend, I wasn't ready. And I hope you understand that. Because I personally believe Bayern are going to run over Barca today. And I'm just not in the mood to watch that, This group is fun. It's got our Bundesliga boys, Wolfsburg. It's got my boy Jonathan David. I couldn't do it. I had it scheduled. I was planning on doing the Barca Bayern one, but I just couldn't do it. But keep me updated with the score of the other games as well, as Yilmaz has got the ball, but a poor one. Angie, who are you cheering for today? Lille or Wolfsburg? I'm assuming you're probably going to go for Wolfsburg because, it's the Bundesliga, but us Canadians have our heart set on for Jonathan David. Bayern for everyone except for Barca fans. Do you guys think it'd be funny if Barca was in the Europa League? Because I really don't think that they would dominate. I don't think I'd be overly scared to face Barca being a Dortmund fan. I just think that Barca are in just such hard times right now. Benfica would probably scare me more. Angie says she wants Bayern to win. I want Barca to go to the Europa League. If you guys are just tuning in the chat, guys, though, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Say hello in the chat as well. Everyone wants Bayern except for Barca fans. Benfica is cold. Barca woman is best in the world from Sebastian. I want Bayern to dominate and trash Barca. I was expecting that today, which is why I just simply didn't want to watch it. I'm sorry. I'd rather watch my boy Jonathan David. Josh, do you like when David and Weah play together or David as a lone striker? I like David when he plays more in a 4-4-2 with Yilmaz up front. And then Weah could play as a left or right midfielder. But I mean, in this 4-3-3, I think it would have been kind of nice to see Weah on one wing and David through the middle as well. I don't know. I'm convinced that David's better in a two-man striker system than he is by himself. But today, it kind of looks like they're going to shift a little bit between a 4-4-2 and a 4-3-3. Chelsea defended poor. They did. I'll cheer for every German team in the Champions League, says Angie. To Wolfsburg. If Barca do end up in the Europa League, which they will, I hope they get eliminated by Dortmund. It's a decent ball coming in from Silva, but defended very nicely there. I'll check in later. Sounds good. Davies versus Des, says James. Yeah, it's a battle. I think Davies is going to win every single time, to be honest. I don't know, man. I watched Barca a lot too, to be fair, and they're a bit of a frustrating team to keep an eye on this year. That's a nice one done by Renato Sanchez, who smacks the ref. Renato Sanchez is another player who would be so much fun to pick up. But, I mean, obviously, if you guys remembered, Sanchez actually, after succeeding at the Euros with Portugal, he went to Bayern, where he was a bust. He ended up playing in Swansea a little bit, then finally found his feet again at Lille, and he's been a really fun player to watch. I'd take him at Dortmund in a heartbeat, but again, I'm pretty sure he's going to end up somewhere in the Prem. Renato clear of Dahoud. My boy Dahoud. Yash, you're taking shots, my man. You're taking shots. Dahoud had 2 assists yesterday, played absolutely incredible. It was good to see. Yes, Sanchez flopped when he was at Bayern, which was wild because it was such a good pickup from seeing what happened there. But looks like we have a goal in the other game. Looks like United scored. Is that what happened? Everyone's saying, "Wow, Greenwood goal." Josh, you played 10 men. We still played well. A tough time for Besiktas, man. Really tough time for Besiktas in the Champions League. UEFA League final is in Sevilla. Ooh, interesting. Holland eliminating Barca would be fun. I think so. Ralph looks like a real manager in that coat. Frankie de Jong comes to United, especially if they finish 5th in the league and don't win the Europa League. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for Barca to potentially qualify, guys. Not only for not the Europa League, but I don't know, man. I don't see any consistency coming for Barca anytime soon. I think they're going to be in a little bit of trouble this year. Why did Barca buy Sabitzer when they don't even use him when they already got Goretzka and Kimmich? It's a good question. In my opinion, it was about the deal. Sabitzer was available for a pretty cheap deal because his contract was expiring. I don't know why they sold him to Bayern. I feel like Leipzig could have potentially got him a deal in the Premier League, but he wasn't on great form either for Leipzig towards the end, and they sold him for okay money, and then he went on over to Bayern, and he has been a huge bust. So I don't understand it. But I think they just wanted some depth. They were experienced with Nagelsmann. Grbic grabs that one. And now Lille a bit on the counter here. Really good move from Jonathan Akone. Lille have it's a good ball to Yilmaz. And it's 1-0 for Lille. Beautiful counter-attacking football right there, guys. Very, very nice goal. Jocelyn Golovnek is looking to find a little bit of succession with this little side right now. That was a really, really good counterattack. Starting off from a corner, Grbic does well to put it out to Shelik, who then does an easy little ball down to Jonathan Akone. And the speed of Jonathan Okone just levels it. And Yilmaz with a beautiful little finish. That puts Lille in the driving seat, guys. And again, I'm sorry to our Bundesliga fans, but Jonathan David comes first, man. So I'm a little bit buzzing. Is Weghorst playing? He is. They're lined up in the 3-4-2-1 today, and Weghorst is playing as a striker. If you guys are excited for that goal, guys, be sure to drop a like on the stream. If you're not excited, let me know in the comments. Yash is excited, says Lille, says he hates Wolfsburg. I'm just hoping for a Wolfsburg win. It'll be nice to see them in the round of 16. Yeah, it's unfortunate that if they lose this, they're in nothing. Because like I told you guys before, no matter how the results play out, they can't finish in third. There's a good hit from distance. That was almost a really good shot there. Waldschmidt from distance nailed that one. Wolfsburg cost us the Europa under Van Gaal. We knocked them out of the group stage. You're right, but I would still love to see them even if they lose 4-0. Spurs wanted Sabitzer. He declined and wanted to go to Bayern. He was a fan from a young age. It's interesting because I do remember the Sabitzer to Tottenham, which made a lot more sense to me, to be honest. It's a shame. It's a shame that he chose to. I guess I don't know. I think he should have stayed in Leipzig, man, because his football has been atrocious this year. That's another really good play. Jonathan Okone seems up for it today. Really good stuff from Jonathan Okone. Weghorst cost us, yeah. Spurs would have loved Sabitzer. They finished 7th because they get a lot of money for just qualifying. Wolfsburg is just another fallen German giant like Gladbach, Schalke, and Leipzig. Wolfsburg had a tough season. I mean, Wolfsburg had a really, really impressive season last year to obviously get into the Champions League. It didn't work out this year for Mark van Bommel, which we all knew was going to be a terrible appointment. Didn't make any sense to me. They went for Kovelt, who has been okay since he's come in. But, yeah, Leipzig's definitely not a giant. Hamburg, Schalke, those were Bundesliga giants that simply just, oh, nice little move there. A little nutmeg. But yeah, I don't know. Anyone who loves Bundesliga football, who's the biggest giant? Who's had the biggest fall? Hamburg, Schalke. Not that they were giants, but I mean, Werder Bremen is down there as well. There's some big falls from some Bundesliga clubs. But yeah, Leipzig doesn't have a big history. The game Atalanta versus Villarreal is being delayed due to snow. Is that in Italy then? Obviously, it's not going to be in Spain. Who's better, Olmo or Brandt? I mean, I'm a big fan of Danny Olmo. I think he's going to have a big future. Probably will end up moving back to probably Barcelona, I would assume at some point if they can afford him. But I think right now Brandt's playing some incredible football. It's embarrassing for Spurs not to be first in their group. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Why did the Bundesliga clubs interchange with their managers for no reason? Yeah, you guys remember that huge merry-go-round of managers? Well, it's turned out to be a disaster. Every single one, pretty much. Adi Hüttner at Gladbach has been poor. Mark van Bommel got sacked. Jesse Marsch got sacked. Marco Rosa is doing the best, but, had a tough season-ish so far. But you guys saying the biggest Bundesliga giant that has fallen is Schalke. Hamburg was huge giant in their prime. They were, but they have been quite a ways. They were flirting with relegation for a few years before they went down, and they just have not bounced back. Glasner at Frankfurt is struggling as well. Such a good manager, though. Jonathan David putting a little bit of pressure there. It looks like the consensus is Schalke is the biggest team. Hamburg definitely has fallen. Rennes started so badly, and now they're winning easily. Brandt is my favorite. Yeah, Rennes have had a really good season this year. Stuttgart are a big club. It's yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard. It's interesting. The Bundesliga teams, the tradition, their 50 plus one rule makes things so interesting with how teams do. Davies just smoked Des down the wing. Hi, Josh. Who scored? Yilmaz scored. It was a really good goal, to be fair. It was from a corner kick coming from Wolfsburg. Gerbic caught it and started a quick counter. Schalik put it through for Akone, who then put it through to Yilmaz, who then banged it home. So Lille with a really, really important goal, man. Keeps them top of the group right now. But it looks like there was a goal in the Benfica game, guys. So who scored that one? I'm getting a notification. It doesn't tell me who scored it. Benfica versus Dynamo Kiev. Let me know who scored that. Because I'm assuming Adrian will be pumped if it was Benfica. That's got to be a yellow card there on Gearhart, and it is. Yash, I believe that we can beat them in the Conference League. It will probably be Roma or Union Berlin. Yep, Yilmaz did score it, my man. Werner played so well with 2 goals and an assist. Werner was very good today. He was good. I mean, I've been pretty hard on Timo Werner because, why not? James said that Benfica scored. Uramchuk scored for Benfica, so that I believe that puts them through, guys. Anyone know the score of the Bayern game? Is it still 0-0? Even though they aren't giants, but Hannover 96 really let go of everything. Yeah, and Nuremberg as well, man. Nuremberg's a good club, a good fan base. They got a big stadium. There's massive stadiums in the Bundesliga too. Huge stadiums that just somewhat fallen giants. What's up, Josh? How you doing, my man? I'm doing well. How you doing? You watching the Bayern game today? Are you tuning in for the Lille game? I feel like the headliner today was definitely the Bayern Barcelona, and it's still 0-0, which is interesting. I assumed it was going to be a very easy game for Bayern over there. Hamburg was in the Champions League. Schalke does not, or has the UEFA Champions League. Just forgot his name. Thanks, JJD TV fan. Tuning in for the Bayern game. Yeah, I feel ya. Atalanta versus Villarreal is snowing. Yeah, I literally almost asked where are they playing. Obviously, they're playing in Atalanta. There's no way it's snowing in Spain. It's obviously snowing in Italy. But Fonte just picked up a yellow card. And there's been a couple yellows now. Gearhart and Jose Fontes both picked up yellows. So got to be careful there. 18 minutes in. Nicely done. Ronaldo goes down. Yeah, it's snowing. Ukraine got the round of 12, I think. Like a lot. Ramchuk is Ukrainian, but he plays for Benfica. He did. He played for Dynamo Kiev, I believe. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys. A draw today is not good enough for Barca, correct? Because they lost head-to-head against Benfica. They drew Benfica and they lost to Benfica. So I'm pretty sure the only way Barca gets through today is if they win against Bayern, which looks very, very unlikely. Barca going all in defense. Soaking up pressure, hoping to hit on the counter. Ahmed to Dortmund on loan, Josh. I would say yes. Ahmed hasn't played too much for you guys. Would be my only thing. He's a talented young player. He's got speed. He can play in the wings. So, I would take him because I do think we're lacking a little bit of pace and natural wingers. Even though I don't think Dalio's not a natural winger, is he? He kind of plays a little bit of both. That's a good little run there for Lille. But well defended by Maxence Lacroix. Last time I saw Nuremberg in the Bundesliga, they lost to Dortmund 7-1. That was probably one of the last times I watched them as well. I rate him more than Martial. I can do with Barcelona in the Europa League, but not Atalanta. I hope Atalanta goes to the round of 16, man. They're just such a fun team to watch. But to be fair, guys, Villarreal is a solid team too. They just won the Europa League last year. They have Unai Emery, the all-time Europa League winner. So they're both kind of scary. That was well done there. If you guys are just tuning in the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub as well. Let me know where you're tuning in from today. Do we have any secret Wolfsburg supporters in the chat? Any Lille supporters? I know we had one Lille supporter pop in and put in his LOSC. Barca are hoping Benfica lose and they keep it 0-0, and then they will qualify. Yeah, but Benfica's winning now, so obviously they know that. So I wonder how much that's going to change Xavi's approach. Because I think it's a tough ask to see them potentially not beat Dynamo Kiev. Dynamo Kiev is obviously having a tough campaign in the Champions League, and Benfica's the home team, if I am not mistaken. Barca getting their karma for the Chelsea semifinal. Biggest Bundesliga giant in the second division is Werder Bremen. Got a couple different answers. Werder Bremen is a massive club. Hamburg's in there. Schalke's in there. There's a few, man. Arsenal BVB fan here scouting Renato Sanchez. I love Renato Sanchez, man. Big, obviously, BVB fan myself. I would take him in a heartbeat. I just don't think... I don't know. I just don't think that he would probably come back to the Bundesliga. I think if Renato Sanchez is going to leave Lille, he'll probably head to the Premier League again. But I guess saying that, he didn't find any success in the Premier League, but he was playing for Swansea. But also the money is there. But I don't know. I really like Renato Sanchez's game, man. He's been so good since finding a second wind, getting a redemption for his early on struggles at Bayern. That's a good little ball in there for Weghorst, who heads it over the net. Hi, I'm from South Africa. Very cool, my man. Very cool. Ali, how you doing today? Tuning in all the way from South Africa. Ali, who are you cheering for today? You going for Lille? You going for Wolfsburg? Let me know, my man. Renato is not a defensive midfielder, Josh. You need a defensive midfielder. True, but he's a very good box-to-box. And if we played... you do make a good point. He'd be very good in a 4-3-3. The reason I would like Renato Sanchez is the energy. He's such a gifted player. He actually can play it on right and left mid as well. But here comes Silva with a good little run into the box. Really good ball, but cleared out by Sven Botman. But yes, Yash, that is true. That's why Zachariah would be ideal. Can also play as a center back. Once again on the counter, here comes Lille. Yilmaz. It's a poor ball. 2-0 Benfica, guys. Barcelona are in a lot of trouble, man. Can Dortmund afford Gozens from Atalanta in January? I don't know about afford, but I don't think they're going to target them because Gozens is a very similar player to Guerrero. In my opinion, if we're going to target a left back and shift out Schultz, we should go for someone who's got real defensive attributes. Guerrero is a very good left wing back. He can get pushed up the park, very creative. He struggles when it comes to just straight up the defensive side of the game. So it is not Gozens to me is very similar. He's very offensive. He can play as a wing back, which he primarily plays for Atalanta. Can play a little bit further up the pitch as well. But I don't think Gozens will ever join Dortmund, guys. We need to find a solid fullback who can defend. Atalanta Villarreal postponed due to snow. That's very interesting, man. Hopefully it gets played today. Wolfsburg all the way. That's fair. Diego says upgrade Andre. Benjamin Andre. Does he get a good FIFA card, guys? I don't remember exactly what his stats were. But he's a pretty well-rounded player, so I'd imagine. He's not starting today. Oh, yes, he is starting today. He's in the midfield with Renato Sanchez. So I don't know if he gets an extra boost for that. I don't remember. I'm assuming, Diego, you're referring to Benjamin Andre and you're referring to FIFA 22. We can afford him, but we do not need Gozens. Is a good player. Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure what Gozens would go for. I don't know anything about his contract situation, but he's not a player I would like to see just because of his style of play. It's very similar to what we already have, which he's not going to replace Guerrero. So when we have Guerrero on the bench or in a different position, we need someone with defensive abilities. Gozens will cost a lot. What's his contract look like? Maybe Ram from Hoffenheim looks good. I haven't seen him play too much. I've heard he's having a pretty good season, but Hoffenheim playing that back three system as well, don't they? So is his best, or I guess most played position would be that left wing back? I'm just hoping for a center back in January because Prongicic wasn't that good of a signing. No, but he was a realistic signing, guys, because we didn't have the money to do anything else. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. We don't have the money, I think, to invest in January. But that's nice defensive work there from Wolfsburg to get it to Lacroix. Well, 7 months. So yeah, so Gozens is worth nothing, man. So if Gozens doesn't re-sign, he could push Atalanta's hand to sell him in January. Gozens will cost 20 to 30 mil. I don't know, man. Not if he's got an expiring contract. Not a chance. Expiring contract with that little time. That's nicely done there from Makone. Gets fouled. Imagine Rudiger at Dortmund. I would take Rudiger at Dortmund. I just think his wages would rule that possibility out. I think he'd be looking to go to if he's going to the Bundesliga, man, I think he'd have his eye, honestly, at Bayern, thinking that he could replace Sula. Hasselberg would be great. Hasselberg would be a decent option. And for me, if we don't sign Prongicic, we should sign Hasselberg on a free, just simply because he can cover that left back position defensively, and he can play as an outside left center back if you ever want to do a back three. Very different style of player to Guerrero, which is what I would like. There's a foul coming in there. Wolfsburg bombing up the pitch. He will cost 20 mil now. Potentially, especially if you can get in a bit of a bidding war. But yeah, anything more than 20, I think would be tough. Josh, what players will take part for the Guatemala friendly? Any European-based players? Depends. The only one I could think about is if the Russian league has a break, maybe Richie Ennen could come in. Otherwise, I'd assume it'd probably be MLS players. I don't think many European players would get in. There's a decent free kick to Weghorst, and a good save there by Gerbic. Really, really good save there. It was directly at him, but still. It's an important save. Jonathan David gets fouled from Guy Lavogie. Atalanta versus Villarreal will be played tomorrow. Interesting. Josh, would you take Rudiger? Josh, anyone would take Rudiger. He's a top 5 CB right now. Bayern, he walks in to replace Sula and even Hernandez. I don't know about Hernandez, man. I'd say he could potentially... I think Hernandez is a lock. I'd say if he walked in, he'd play on the right-hand side and take Upamecano's place. But, that's what I said. I would obviously take Rudiger, but I don't think we could afford his wages. That's why I just not going to fancy the idea, because I would love to see him return to Dortmund, man. It'd be like a nice little fairy tale, but it's been confirmed that Stefan Mitrovic will be at the camp in January. Yes, it will, James. Yes, it will. And that's a big one. And I forgot to mention him again in my Canucks Abroad video. I mentioned Flores as well. Obviously representing Mexico tonight. Here's a nice ball over to Renato Sanchez. I was looking for Shelik, but it's a little too much. Yeah, Schlotterbeck would be a great prospect, but for a player that can play at a top level right now, I would go for Christensen, who's out of contract next year. Yeah, man. That's another good shout. I should take a look at some players who are coming free agents. And the reason that, Schlotterbeck being young and German is a big reason that I think he's going to be looked at. And like I said, guys, big transfer stream coming tomorrow, talking about Schlotterbeck and Stark. Stark's going to be a free agent as well. And I would be very surprised from what I'm reading if we don't at least really look into signing him. Stark seems very, very legitimate. He's been a player who I've talked about in the past a little bit. I think he'd be a good signing. Christensen would be as well. I think Christensen have a little bit more options. I've heard that the Milans are looking at him. And unfortunately, the one thing that does kind of actually make him realistic is that he did play for Gladbach. So he's got that Bundesliga experience as well. But here comes Wolfsburg, who does well. Mbabu with it. If you guys are just tuning in today, guys, drop a like. Let me know where you're watching from today. Who's tuning in from Canada for Jonathan David? Who's tuning in for there? Who's watching from... Oh, that's a good ball. Christensen has played for Gladbach before as well. He has. And that's why I think that he could be a good option. But I think as a free agent, he'll have some decent wages, and I think he'll have a lot of interest. Where I think Nicholas Stark could be pretty realistic on a free transfer. So I'd keep an eye on that, man. Where are you from? I am Canadian, my man. I am Canadian. Josh, would you rather want Canada face a European team than a CONCACAF team? In which way, my man? if we were going to play like a knockout World Cup game. Because we won't be in a group stage. If we make it to the World Cup, we won't play a CONCACAF team. We could play Europe, Asia, Africa. Only Europe can face Europe in group stage. But I'd like to take on a European team. Just I'm curious to see how we do. It depends who it is. Like if it's like Finland, who's not going to be at the World Cup, or Ukraine. Hernandez is not that good considering that the price they paid for him is 60 to 80 mil. Yeah, I feel ya. Oh, that's a nice foul. Ref, did he play? He didn't. He's letting the play go on. And Babu, nice job from Ronaldo, out for a corner. Rudiger and Christensen won't sign a new deal. I would take both of them, guys. Don't get me wrong. I would take both of them in a heartbeat. I don't think Rudiger will look at Dortmund. Like I said, if he comes to the Bundesliga, I think he'd have his eye on Bayern. I'd take him, but I think he'll have the higher wages. Christensen could be a realistic one. But again, I just think, for some reason, I think he's going to end up in Italy. I think for a free agent signing, we could look at Stark. That's a really good corner in there. Lacroix looks like he knocked it just over the net. USA for Tim Weah. What time is the stream tomorrow? What time zone are you in so I can translate? I'm in Eastern time, guys. Let me know in the chat right now. Just comment 1 or 2. 1, would you guys want to see me do another watch along and then talk about who's going to the Europa League once it's all said and done tomorrow? Or which would be probably the later game, like the Leverkusen game? Or would you guys 2 rather me just do a usual transfer stream, which would probably be earlier in the morning? So maybe 10, 11 o'clock, probably 11 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. Let me know. 1 or 2. Watching from North Macedonia. Very cool, my friend. North Macedonia. I like it. I like it. Watching my boy Fonzie. He's having a good game as usual. Yeah, he's a consistent player, my man. He's a consistent player. Alba is coming on or off for Barca already. Here comes a nice little break for Lille. Oh, could be a foul given on Lacroix. It is. Dangerous free kick coming up now for Lille. No yellow card is given, though. Switzerland, a top 10 team? I don't know, man. A lot of 2s. All right. Angie says 1. Come on. Sebastian says 1. Few 2s. Transfer stream versus a watch along. And there's a Bayern goal. Uh-oh. What happened to Götze? He moved to Bayern. It ruined his career. Muller scored, man. Barca's going to be joining us in the Europa League, man. Oh, we can't face Barca, though, in the round of 32. Barca up mud. I still don't get how USA is 12th in world rankings. Yeah, they've had a lot of success, though, man. A lot of continuous success over the summer, which, I mean, I don't know how they're rated, but we got a very dangerous free kick coming up, man. Yilmaz to take. This man can hit him from distance. It's Yilmaz. It was a good man. It was a good hit. It was a good hit. Went right at the keeper, though. Thomas Muller scored. Somebody describe the goal to me. Paint me a word picture in the chat. How was Thomas Muller's goal, which is now officially making it almost impossible for Barca to move on, man. They'll be joining Dortmund in the Europa League. A heated Europa League next year. Muller, top 10 cams in the world. The real FC Barcelona. Here comes Akone. Does very well, man. Akone's having a really good game today. Nicely done from Jonathan Akone. Angie's fired right up. Bayern take the lead over Barcelona. Now I want Lewandowski to get a hat trick. Lewandowski, chip, cross, and a Muller header. Your speech is very excellent. I appreciate that, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well today and enjoying the stream. If you guys are just joining us and you are enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub to the channel if you're new around here. Let me know what your thoughts are so far on whatever match you're watching. I know we got some people in the chat tuning in on the Barca game. I know Angie's fired up because Barca is going to be knocked out to the Europa League. Xavi is at the wheel. Yeah. On paper, US is a nice team. They've got Reyna, Brooks, Dempsey, and many more. Dempsey isn't playing anymore, but maybe you meant Pulisic. But yeah, the U.S. do have a nice, strong, young team with a questionable manager. You're very underrated. You need more subscribers. I appreciate that. If anyone wants to help us out, the subscribe button is right there. It's always appreciated. But I appreciate the kind words, my friend. They'll go to the Europa League, but I'm pretty sure they won't get past the playoffs. You don't think so? You think Barca will get knocked out in the Europa League playoff, round of 32 or whatever you want to call it? Oh, that's a handball, guys. That looks like a handball. I don't know if Villar is going to take a look at that. I'm pretty sure that's a handball. I don't know if anyone's watching the game and saw that, but I'm assuming a replay is going to come up, man. That looked like... I don't know. That looked like it smoked him right on the arm. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I saw it wrong. But here comes Gerhardt. It's out for a corner. Are they going to take a look at it? Let's take a look here. Oh, maybe not. It looks close. It looks like very awkward. His arm is just dangling there. But kind of hits him right here. I think that was Benjamin Andre. There's no penalty. Benjamin Andre was obviously fine. Most of the U.S. players are in Europe. Give him a contract. Let him write whatever he wants. Producer T is at the wheel. No penalty, my man. No penalty. Okay, I'll join your channel, friend. How old are you? You're from Uzbekistan? Very cool. Very cool, man. I appreciate you joining the channel. I'm 25. 25 years old. Do I look it? Do I look old? Do I look young? Barca is defending for their lives. I'm surprised they're only down 1-0, but I mean it's far from good enough, man. They need to win now. Benfica, as far as I know, is still up 2-0. We're approaching halftime, guys, so we'll go and check out some of the other scores, see how the table is turning out for a lot of these sides here at halftime. But very interesting stuff, guys. Very interesting stuff. The group of life. I wonder how the Sevilla game's going. I don't think I've seen any goals. But how many more years do you think Royce will play, considering the injuries and all? Royce has been... I don't even want to say it out loud. I don't want to jinx it. I don't think I can jinx it. I don't even know if I want to say it. Royce has been good with injuries so far. And it's been good to hear. It's been good to hear. Till Euro 2024. Yeah, it depends, man. He's had so many injury problems in his life, and it sucked. I mean, it really derived a very, very talented player, but he seems to be getting consistent minutes and doing relatively well. So hopefully it continues. I don't know exactly how long he'll last, but that was a really good header in there, and Weghorst puts it just wide. Having one more drink to celebrate Bayern before I go home from Angie. Yes, Angie, drinking and celebrating. Yeah, Angie's know to come on the channel a little tipsy from time to time. It's okay. It's okay. I like it. I like it. I would join you for a beverage, Angie. Should be a penalty. The only player that Dortmund could buy from the MLS is Tajon Buchanan, my boy. But Tajon Buchanan is joining Club Brugge. Nicely done from Sven Botman. When will the game start? The game has started, my man. We are 40 minutes in. And it's 1-0 Lille. Casteels plays out from the back. Brant Boss says, poor Barca. Has it been a domination for the Barca game? Like just a complete domination? Can you speak German? I cannot speak German. A lot of people do ask me that. I can only speak one language, and I know it sucks. I can speak English, and that is all. Not even French. I know I'm Canadian, but I just didn't pick that up. That's a dangerous ball in and cleared out very nicely there. I would also, but I'm on a diet. I know about drinking and driving. Football Manager stream when? I could maybe do a FIFA 22 stream if you wanted me to do a Dortmund career mode or a Dortmund 2 career mode. But other than that, I don't think I could do Football Manager. I've never played it before. Oh, but a very dangerous corner coming in there and got very lucky there, man. Josh, you're 15 years older than me. JJD TV fan, you're 10, my man? Wow. I didn't realize that you were 10. Yes, Josh, career mode, please. Canadian and American accent sound similar. They can. It depends where you're from in Canada, and it definitely depends where you're from in the US. That was a goal line clearance there from Ronaldo. Really good defensive play. How did Wolfsburg not score there? I have no idea, man. That was really good defensive work from Ronaldo. I can speak 5 to 6 languages. That's ridiculous, man. I meant 10 years older, not 15. Okay, yeah, okay. You're 15. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, I know. Old man. Yes, Josh, you need to do a Dortmund career mode. I could, man. I could do that, man. Watch the Bayern match. It's already 2-0 Bayern, man. The game's over, right? JJD TV fan said 1-1. Which is the 1-1 game? But yeah, maybe we'll do the if I did it, would you prefer videos or a live stream for the career mode? Because I could definitely give that a go. Here goes Maxence Lacroix. Plays it back to Castiles. Man United 1-1. Angie's fired right up again. James said Sane scored a banger. And every one of you guys said do live streams. A BVB career mode live stream? Is that what we're looking for here? Bayern Munich is losing to Mainz on Saturday. Spoiler alert. I like that comment. That comment cracked me up. Are you a fan of Madrid? Poor Barca. What about Ronaldo? And so I'm not a fan of Madrid. I followed Atletico most of my life. So if I had a team from La Liga, it'd be Atleti. Diego Simeone is my man. And I like Ronaldo a lot. I mean, Ronaldo, Messi, they're both just sensational. I always say I was able to watch Messi live in Barcelona, watch him score a goal. So I'm more of a Barca guy than I am a Madrid guy. Ter Stegen was literally fighting Neuer for the German #1, and nowadays he's so bad. I guess he's kind of fallen to the average Pessi or Pinaldo. He's fallen as average as Barcelona are playing, I guess. That's a nice ball to Mbabu. To Arnold does well. Trapp might be Germany's #2. Not impressed with Ter Stegen, eh? Hit the post. Nice play down there. Almost halftime, guys. Almost halftime here. I'm excited to take a look at some of the scores around, and we'll take a look at some of the scores, take a look at some of the standings. And there's no minutes added on, guys. We are at halftime right now. All right, let's go take a peek at some of the other scores. If you guys are just tuning in with us, be sure to drop a like on the stream as always. Drop a sub as well, and let's take a look. Halftime is here. No additional minutes were added. Do you think Dortmund will sack Marco Rose next season? I do not. I think Marco Rose is going to have some success in the Europa League and the Pokal, and will have a respectable Bundesliga finish. I don't think they want to see another manager go out like this. We'll have to wait and see. What happened to the momentum that Frankfurt had at the end of last year? They switched everything up, man. Everyone who had the merry-go-round of managers has struggled, and you could argue we are kind of with them. But let's take a look. Bayern are up 2-0 over Barca. Sane and Muller have scored, which puts Benfica in second right now with 8 points. And Barca joining us in the Europa League. Benfica's up 2-0, so it does not look like Kiev will have any issues there. Gilberto Jr. and Roman Yaremchuk have scored. Welcome to the Europa League with us, Barca. Welcome to the Europa League with us. United and Young Boys are 1-1. I don't think this game matters for the standings at all, does it? No, it doesn't. So United have already, or maybe it does. Because, yeah, they would have had 10. I'm not sure. Either way, they have enough points right now. The Salzburg and Sevilla match is still 0-0 as well, which would put Sevilla to the Europa League. So I don't want to see Sevilla in the Europa League. I'd like to see Sevilla win this game. They have a strong little team out there today. Papu Gomez is out there. Ocampos, Rakitic, Koundé. They can do it. They can do it. But our boy Adeyemi is over there as well with Brennan Arison. Very interesting. And then earlier today, as you guys know, Juve topped the group with a 1-0 win over Malmo. And then Chelsea finished in second. Zenit go to the Europa League. And Malmo get nothing. So it kind of looks like the group's already decided. Looks like Barca, I don't think Barca's going to turn around. I don't think Kiev's going to turn around. The United game doesn't matter that much. This one's very interesting, our group. But let's jump on over to the stream, guys, and talk with you guys as well. We'll make this a little smaller. You get to see my face. Look at Yash, man. He's fired right up. Let's get going. All right. Where are we? Do Young Boys get a Europa League if they win? I don't think so. I think either Atalanta or Villarreal will end up in the Europa League. One of the other two will go in the round of 16 with Manchester United. But yeah, I mean, the merry-go-round of managers has not been successful for almost anyone. Where do you watch your UEFA Champions League games in Canada? DAZN. I use DAZN. So for all my Bundesliga games, they're on Sportsnet, which is fantastic. So I've never been able really to miss a Dortmund, any Bayern. A lot of games are on there, Leverkusen, Leipzig. And DAZN has got me covered for the Europa League and Champions League. Dortmund UEFA Champions League jersey is not great. No, it was one of those ones that was discussed before. Josh, who would you like us to face in the round of 32 in the Europa League? What a question, guys. Let's go check it out. So in the Europa League, for example, we could get Rangers, which I think would be interesting to play Rangers. I think it'd be tough. It's not like I want Rangers, but I think it'd be an interesting matchup. I'd want to avoid anyone from Group B, whether that be PSV or Real Sociedad. I'd want to avoid anyone from Group C, whether that be Sparta Moscow. I would definitely want to avoid Napoli or Leicester, depending on how that turns out. I wouldn't mind Olympiacos. I think they're still sort of tough. I'd probably want to avoid Lazio. I would take Braga. I'd probably want to avoid. So I mean, right now off the top of my head, Dynamo Zagreb or Genk. Whoever finishes second there, I would take. Braga, I would take. Olympiacos, I would take. Maybe even Rangers. I have a feeling we're gonna get Rangers. I don't know why. I just have a feeling we're gonna get Rangers. But let me know who you guys would want to see us face in the round of 32. Sevilla, I don't need to win. I don't want them to win Europa League. Yeah. No, if Sevilla win, they'll join in the next round of the Champions League. Right now, Sevilla, if they draw, are heading to the Europa League, and I don't want them. Okay, walking home. Now need a Wolfsburg win as well. I want Lille out and Salzburg and Wolfsburg through. I feel like Lille and Sporting are just a waste of space. But you think Salzburg will be less of a waste of space than Lille? Gorbanik has got this team playing well now. In a way, it was a long, rocky start. I think Jonathan David and the boys will find a way through. Seriously, this season, Europa League might be fun. I think so as well, man. I do. Because I think that it's a competition that we can realistically win. I'm not saying that we're the favorites, because there's a lot of good teams that'll be joining us in the Europa League. There's a lot of talented teams. And we're not playing the best of football. But I think it'll be fun. And hopefully it's just kind of a one-off, man. If we go on and win the Europa League, I keep using this example. Atletico Madrid is a very similar stature of a club to us. They finished third a few years ago. They went down to the Europa League. They entered in the round of 32, and they went on to win it. And they had smiles from left to right, man. So, I mean, anyone who wins the Europa League, you see so much love, man. So I know it's a shame and it's sad that we got eliminated the way that we did, but for me, the Europa League is my competition this year. Because I don't know about the Bundesliga. It already feels like we're going to slip. Yash says, Sociedad, Napoli, Leicester, West Ham, Lazio, Braga, I'd want to avoid. I'd maybe keep Braga. Like, I wouldn't mind Braga, but the rest of them I absolutely agree. I think Dortmund can win the Europa League. I think so as well. But they're going to have to definitely find an identity, find a style, and keep their players healthy. We can beat PSV. It'd be nice to see Mullins scoring against his former club. Yeah. Napoli have to beat Leicester to qualify, though. They do. Napoli, I mean, I wouldn't mind to see Napoli crash out, I guess. I don't know. Kind of want to avoid them. Is Wolfsburg playing bad? Wolfsburg's not playing bad. They're not, like, to be fair, actually, they've created a decent amount. What Wolfsburg, as we know, are very good at doing is breaking down the size, whipping in dangerous balls. Silva's put in a couple decent balls, Azad and Babu. They're all looking for Veghorst. There was a good clearance that went off the line, a couple good block shots. They're playing decent. I think there's a good opportunity that they can find their way back in the game. Where Lille, they scored early from a counter. They've been hitting a couple times on the break. And I think that's a lot of what you're going to see. The play being dominated by Wolfsburg, possession, a lot of crosses, a lot of defending from Lille. And if Lille can get a second one, it'll come directly from a counter. Zagreb beat Tottenham last season. Yeah, that's Tottenham, though. Are you interested to review the most important games? For example, City derbies? Am I interested in reviewing them, like on this channel? The content I usually put on this channel is around my national team because I'm Canadian, Dortmund, my favorite club, and then Bundesliga content when I can. I mean, this stream is nice. It's got Wolfsburg in it. It's got Jonathan David. It makes sense. There's usually like 3 points I do on the channel. And that's, like I said, Canadian men's national team, Borussia Dortmund, and some Bundesliga stuff as well. Mostly Dortmund because it's every week. It's consistent. Throughout the summer, I did a lot of Euro streams. I'll do some breaking news streams from time to time. It all depends. It all depends what the vibe is, you know. But this is a fun stream today. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. If you want to support the channel, be sure to drop a like and a sub. Keep the questions coming. Sebastian says, if Young Boys win, they'll have 7 points. And if Atalanta loses, they'll have 6. So Young Boys can be third and go to the Europa League. Ooh, all right. There you go. Round of 32, Zagreb. Round of 16, Rangers would be my lineup for the UEFA League. Europa League. Yeah. I think so. That'd be nice too. Atleti 2-3 years ago was clear of Dortmund. Now they have Oblak and had a better defense. Yeah, I'm not going to say that Atletico team ran through the Europa League. The final was against Marseille and it was 3-0. It was very, very easy. I think it will be hard to win the Europa League, and I agree. For sure, I agree. But I think there's a chance that Dortmund could do something special. I think Sheriff will give us a good battle. Van Bommel better than Kofeld. I don't know about that, man. I do not rate Mark Van Bommel whatsoever. Not even a little bit. He shouldn't have got the job, and he got sacked very, very quickly, which we all thought he would. And some German national team streams. Yes. In the Euros, I did mostly the German national team streams. My background does come from Germany, hence a lot of my love for the Bundesliga. I just think it's the best league to watch. I thought that my whole life, man. I love watching the Bundesliga. So much fun, so entertaining. Will you keep an eye on the African Cups of Nations next month, Josh? I will. I don't think I'm going to do any content around it, but I'll definitely keep an eye on it. I keep an eye on. There's not much in the world of football I don't keep an eye on because I love the different leagues. It's why it's a beautiful sport, man. There's so much to take a look at and so much to cover. I mean, I even kept an eye on the Chinese Super League. Hated the league. It was interesting seeing why players wanted to piss away their careers to go play in China. So I'm 100% will definitely every day check on the scores. Like I even check on the that one, whatever it's called, cup that's going on right now. It's got Morocco in it. I don't know if it's the African something or the Arabic Cup or whatever that is going on right now. Interesting seeing some of the players who are playing in that, mostly Asian-based players. Dortmund versus Barca UEFA League final. That's what the Europa League would want. I really like Dortmund. I really feel like Dortmund will win the Europa League, but if they don't, they'll go far. I really feel like Dortmund will win the Europa League, but if they don't, they'll go far. We're hoping. I hope they take it seriously. I hope that it's a competition that they want to win. Game is suspended. It will be played tomorrow. Is it possible to play a team that came in third in the Champions League? Not in the round of 32, guys. So the way that this works, for those of you guys who don't know, is the top 2 teams, which you obviously do know in the Champions League, go on to the round of 16. The 8 third-place teams go down to play the 8 second-place teams in the Europa League for the round of 32. The 8 first-place teams get a bye to the round of 16. So no third-place team will play another third-place team from the Champions League. So Dortmund will play one of the second-place teams in the Europa League. If they win that, they'll join up with the first-place Europa League teams in the round of 16. Josh, you should also start a gaming channel or upload FIFA videos on this channel. Besides, we want Dortmund career mode. You want more? You want other types of gaming content besides Dortmund? Because I've always tried or thought I was going to try to do something consistent, but every time I do a couple small series and that's it. But we'll have to see. Would Paslak be a starter for Canada? No, he would not. That is the cup. Chances that Marcelo Flores picks Canada. High. No, I'm kidding. I don't think so, man. I don't. I never thought Marcelo Flores was going to pick Canada. I always thought he had too strong of ties to Mexico, and he's representing Mexico tonight. So I'd say his opportunities of representing Canada are very, very low. I'd keep an eye on Stefan Mitrovic, who I think is very high. I think Jebsen will commit at some point. But I don't think we're going to win the Flores battle, man, unfortunately. Hey, Josh, I had lunch in your city, Strasbourg, a few days ago. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. As you guys know, some of you guys know, I took a DNA test a long time ago that brought my background back to Strasbourg, which at the time was a part of Germany. Everyone told me. Chinese Super League. Is there a league that you don't? I didn't watch the Chinese Super League. I just, kept an eye on it because I thought it was fascinating watching players, like I said, piss away their careers. Hi, Josh. How you doing, my man? Guys, like the video. It's always appreciated. Second half will be coming up very, very soon. Josh, what do you think about the Sané goal? I didn't see it. I've been watching the Wolfsburg and Lille match. I'll catch the highlights after, though. Hopefully Dortmund won't draw Chelsea. In what, Angie? I'm confused. And what would they draw each other in? Tomorrow you should have picked Canada. I agree. Josh is correct. The third place in the Europa League go to the Conference League, same format. Yes, absolutely. Greenwood is worth 100 million. Do you agree, Josh? No. I'd say Greenwood would be worth 50, but I mean, you're worth whatever someone's willing to pay for you. So it's hard to know. I wouldn't say he's worth that much, man. I mean, he's expensive. He's a very talented youngster. I don't think 100 mil though. What's his market value? What would we do if your girlfriend bought you a Dortmund Passlack shirt? I'd wear it. I don't have. And if you play for Borussia Dortmund, man, I will always respectfully like you. So if she bought me a Passlack jersey, I'd say you obviously got the name wrong, but I would wear it. I would wear it. No, he's at least 30 mil. I would return it and donate the money to JJD, man. 30 mil, you joke. I'd say like 50 plus, like 50 to 60. I wouldn't say 100 though, but again, you are whatever someone's willing to pay for you. Tomorrow is my physics exam, and I haven't studied. Any tips? Wing it, my man. Wing it. Come on, why not? Yes, yeah, Strasbourg isn't far from my home in Germany. And it was a part of Germany is what everyone told me. Because I always knew my background came from Germany. But my DNA test I took single-handedly pointed out Strasbourg, which I believe is close to Stuttgart. Is that not correct? Angie, I know that you would know that more than I would. He's worth 70 mil at least. The article is an independent report valued him. Foden and his others are 100 plus mil. What's their transfer value, Yash? €81 million on transfer mark. Damn. I'm a Chelsea fan to all, by the way. Cheers, my man. Hope you're doing well. There's a substitution. It looks like Luka Bacchio has come on for Wolfsburg here in the second half, guys. We're about to get back underway. If you want to drop a like, say hello, like the Chelsea fan just did here, let us know, man. But we'll get it back big for you guys there. And we'll take a little eye on the second half here. Let's go, Lille. Okay, what can you do? Sorry, Josh. Had a blonde moment. Had my brain that Chelsea's going through as a second place team, but in the Champions League. That's all good. It's all good. You're confusing me, but yes, that makes sense. Buy now Holland kits and sell them 20 years from now, 10 times more. Who are the top goal scorers in the Conference League? I hope El Shaarawy is in there. I have no idea, man. Like I said, I've only watched a couple Conference League games this year, and I think it would be the ones that had Tottenham playing because Conte just took over. It's a good ball, defended well. Ooh, good little opportunity there from Wolfsburg, starting off pretty nicely. Strasbourg near France. Strasbourg is in France. Wolfsburg has to win. Want to see more German dominance in the Europa League. Well, hopefully the Europa League. Fun fact: Wolfsburg can't play in the Europa League. No matter what happens, they can't finish in third place. So they're going to end up fourth, or they're going to end up first or second. Little shot there from distance. Thoughts on Schlager? I like him. I think every time I've seen him play for Wolfsburg, he's done pretty well. Not a player. Oh, I don't know. Let's just say he's not a player I'd want. I think there's other players I'd want at Dortmund before him, but he's a good, solid player. What if Mr. Beast came to this live stream? I'd ask why I didn't get invited to his Squid Games. I don't know if you saw that. Mr. Beast has just made YouTube his bitch. It's incredible. He's got 155 million views on him recreating Squid Games. That's like a million away from his record, man. Such a smart man. But Benjamin Andre's down right now, which is not a good look for Lille fans. Kind of looked like it might have been his shoulder. Thoughts on Goldbridge? I mean, I think Goldbridge is funny. I mean, he goes for United, but I mean, I think he's funny. I think because I've tried at least to do somewhat of what he does going on YouTube. It's incredible to see what he's accomplished. Now, he follows a very, very popular team. I think he's one of the first people into the market. But, I mean, he deserves a lot of credit for what he's been able to accomplish, man. It's been super impressive. So, I don't have any bad words to say about Goldbridge, and he cracks me up from time to time. Bayern's going like Skyfall. Would you take Rangnick or Rosa? I would have Marco Rosa. Rangnick is not a manager. That's not what he's known for. He's a sporting director. Like Rangnick, the manager, is a lot different than Rangnick, the sporting director. So I wouldn't mind him at Dortmund as a sporting director, but when we have a good one, we have Marco Rosa. So Strasbourg's a little less than 2 hours from Stuttgart. Interesting. Josh, a question in regards to the competition we own now. The DFB. What do you think about the upcoming game against a tough opponent in St. Pauli? I hope we win. I think we are heavy favorites to win. We should win. But yeah, they're top of the Bundesliga 2 right now. They're an impressive little side. But when you're in a promotion battle like that, it's hard to, I don't know. If you're a St. Pauli fan, or if you're a St. Pauli player, you know that you have a realistic chance of being promoted to the Bundesliga. That is a realistic fact. You're in first place right now. You're playing very well. Going deep in the Pokal is a bit of a distraction. It could lead to injuries. It could lead to being tired. I don't think they would be all that bothered if they lost out to Dortmund, you know? So I don't know. I hope they don't take it that seriously because they will, A, figure that they may lose, and they want to keep their eye on the second division, but I could be wrong. I said the same thing about Werder Bremen last year, where they went on a deep run because they were fighting a relegation battle. But yeah, I don't know. We should be heavy favorites, and if we lose out, it's a shame. Bro, Barca scored 2 goals the whole UEFA Champions League, and Benfica had effed up Barca, would have gone through deservingly. You're the BVB goal bridge, but you're better. Well, I appreciate the kind words. Strasbourg was colonized in 1871 by German Empire, so it's a part of Germany, but it's still considered a German and French city. You guys have given me a lot of knowledge here on the channel, man. A lot of knowledge. I like it. How the F did Sane miss that? I'm not watching the game, guys, so I'm going to need a visual picture from somebody in the chat. But there's been a goal in the Sevilla game. Who scored it? I'm really hoping Sevilla scored. I don't want to see them in the Europa League. Let me know who scored, man. Sebastian, I'm looking at you if you're still in here. Sevilla or Salzburg? Sevilla scored. Let's go. Do not want to face them in the Europa League, man. Sevilla's a tough little squad. Decent little ball. Finds Gilo Vogi. Nice little switch. There's going to be a lot of defending coming up here for Lille. Salzburg scored? I'm confused. Technically, Strasbourg is the only unbeaten Bundesliga team. Who scored? I'm confused. Was it Sevilla or was it Salzburg? But here comes Jonathan David. Nice ball to Ikone. Little too wide. Salzburg scored. Are you screwing with me? Yeah, should you lie to me? I'm gonna have to check it out myself. Salzburg did score. No. Sevilla. I don't want to see Sevilla in the Europa League, man. They're a dangerous team, man. There's a kid in my school. He's like 4'6" and 15, but a great center back, and he's French. So as tall as Upamecano. 4'6". It's a small. You mean 6'4"? Salzburg scored by a Swiss player. Sebastian loves it. Nicely done there from Ikone. He's had a pretty good little game today, Jonathan Ikone did. Oh, Jonathan Ikone. Really good stuff from him. It was a nice save in the end by Casteels. That's better from Jonathan Ikone. Took a wicked deflection as well. Sorry, Josh, my thing said Sevilla. That's okay. Salzburg, damn. I don't think Salzburg's ever qualified for the round of 16 before in the Champions League. I could be wrong, but I don't think they have. Here comes Sanchez. Nicely done from Renato Sanchez. He gets fouled. We beat Sevilla last time. We can do it again. It's true, but we were playing top-notch. Well, actually, that's not true. We weren't playing top-notch football at the time. We started playing top-notch football after we beat Sevilla. Ikone is going to Fiorentina in January to replace Vlahovic, you know, right? Where did you hear that? I don't find that likely. I don't think Vlahovic is going to leave Fiorentina in January. I think he's having a really, him and Immobile would probably go neck for neck to see who's going to lead Serie A in goals. But he's been really impressive. I don't know where Ikone is going to go. He was linked to Dortmund for a little bit, but those were quickly quashed. Got someone joining the chat. I cannot read what that says, my man. I am sorry. Anyone who could read that, translate it for me, and I'll try to be able to answer our new friend to the chat. We're 54 minutes in, man. 54 minutes in. Spurs game in the Conference League tomorrow is postponed. Huh. Why is that? It was COVID, right? Because didn't Tottenham get another one postponed as well against Brighton? How much you get for winning the Europa League? I don't know off the top of my head. But I do know that if Dortmund got knocked out in the round of 16, I'm pretty sure they'd make less money than if they would go on to win the Europa League. So, I mean, it's decent money winning the Europa League. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to go through a nice grueling round of 32, 16, quarters, semifinals. But you will win some decent money. It's a good switch over to Jonathan Okone once again. The immediate signing of Jonathan Okone is set to Fiorentina from Lille for 15 mil. Fabrizio confirmed it a few days ago. What? I'm gonna have to look that up. The same thing about Vlahovic. I don't think Vlahovic would leave mid-season like that. I'm gonna have to look that up after the game. What happened to Spurs now? Spurs they're turning around their form a little bit. Will probably win their game against Rennes whenever it's going to be played. I'm not sure when they're going to be postponed it to because it's getting very close to the weekend. And, I mean, obviously they're not going to be able to play it this week, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to really mess up the schedule. Spurs have a big Corona outbreak. Nice ball to Weghorst. And here comes Wolfsburg. Ooh, and Babu does very well. And out for a corner. Antonio Conte chose the wrong job. I was surprised he settled for Tottenham, man, considering that the United job came up very, very quickly. But I think Tottenham are playing better now. I think if they win their game in hand, they're in the Champions League position. Spurs are in the mud. They got Arnold coming in with a corner kick coming up now. Really poor corner, but it's going to be out for another one. Fiorentina want to sell Vlahovic in January to get 70 mil since his contract expires in 2023. I still doubt it. I don't think anyone's going to come up with 70 mil in January. They'll still get a good chunk of money from him in the summer if his contract doesn't expire until 2023. But I don't know. I'll have to look more into it. My initial thoughts is that Vlahovic will not leave Fiorentina in January. He'll probably be sold in the summer and get a good chunk of money. Remember, Hazard was sold from Chelsea and he had 1 year left in his contract and still got 120 mil out of Madrid. So I'm assuming Fiorentina will keep him for the rest of the season. They're having a good season as well. And then they'll probably end up going to maybe like, I don't know who can afford them because I mean they keep saying Juve, but Juve just don't have that money. I don't get why they keep getting brought up there. That's nicely done from Renato Sanchez to find Jonathan Okone, who apparently is heading to Fiorentina. Oh, he's having a good game today though. I've been really like watching him. He's my favorite player to watch today. Bergwijn might get sold. Dortmund fans, would you take Bergwijn if he doesn't go to Ajax? I mean, I wouldn't mind taking him, but it doesn't sound like there's any chance he's going to go to Dortmund. He'll probably head to Ajax. Snow in Atalanta, yes. 8.5 mil for the winner of the Europa League. Thank you, Angie. 1.1 mil each group winner and 550K for the runners-up. Got another corner kick coming up from Arnold. Very good set-piece specialist, so this is always scary if you're a Lille supporter. But nicely done there by Sven Botman. United wouldn't want Conte, not our style. You guys had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You guys did not have a style. But Conte would have brought something to that team. I just don't think the Glazers were willing to give Conte any money to back him and didn't want a very bitchy, little demanding manager, which is why I thought it was funny he signed for Tottenham, who's Daniel Levy's arguably more to himself when it comes to money than anyone else. But I don't know. Let's be honest, man. Tottenham Conte is going to end in a disaster. We know that. It's going to end in a disaster. Barcelona is losing with the laughing faces coming in. Did you expect any different though, man? At least this game is interesting. A lot is on the line. I think even a draw could potentially change some outcomes. The winners of the UEFA Europa League plus add-ons will get anywhere between 8.5, which would be about 10 to 15 mil. Did yesterday's Dortmund win earn 2.8 mil? It did earn that. They did not use it to terminate Schultz's contract. Schultz had a good game yesterday. He had a good game. He played average throughout, and then he had one really nice play where he had that beautiful cross to find Erling Haaland. Here's a nice ball. Guy Lavogi. 30 minutes to go. Wolfsburg going to be putting on the pressure. They got a good opportunity here, but it's a poor touch. And Akone ends up clearing it out in the end. Oh, a nice little ball. A lot of defending coming Lille's way. Jonathan David gets the foul and a yellow card coming up. Not sure who the yellow's going to be honest. I'm on a prediction streak in the JJD TV chat today for the last match. I said 1-1. What was the last match? Josh, back five is not our style. Ole's tried it a couple times, but I agree. It's not your style. I'd say 4-2-3-1 would be more of United style. But yeah, I personally think that one of the biggest reasons was that Conte wasn't, or the Glazers just didn't want Conte because they know his style, man. He creates fires everywhere he goes. Somewhat a little bit like Mourinho. But Arnold just picked up a yellow card there. I meant the Lille match. Gotcha. The draw for the round of 16 of the Champions League is next Monday. I'll be doing a live stream for it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a look at the Europa League draw. And are they the same day, the Europa League and Champions League? I'll go live for both. Are they different days or at the exact same time? Let me know. The Europa League draw and the Champions League draw. But Ruslan has just come on and Baku's just came on as well. Double substitution for Wolfsburg. Baku's going to be an interesting man. I'm a very, very highly rated youngster. Player I really like watching. Coming on for Mbabu at right back. Would Vlahovic be the best Haaland replacement? Absolutely, but we will 1000% not sign him. Jonathan David looking for Yilmaz. Oh, Yilmaz. Oh, man. Poor giveaway from Casteels there. Fell to Jonathan David, who tried to pick out Yilmaz. That should have ended up in the back of the net. Josh, that's 6 a.m. for you. 6 a.m. I'll do it. It's fine. I remember doing it last year at 6 a.m. Was not impressed. Was just so tired. But I do remember doing it at 6 a.m. actually. So I'll do it again. Are they at the same time though, guys? Champions League, Europa League, right after each other? Yes, the Europa League draw for the round of 32 is also next Monday. All right, guys. We'll do it. We'll get up at 6 a.m. You guys better give me some love when I get my ass up in the morning. There's a nice little ball. Akone. But nicely defended there from Wolfsburg. 6 a.m. on Monday isn't the same as 6 a.m. on Friday. It looks like there's another goal in the Bayern game and a red card in the Sevilla game. What happened to OC? He's still here. He's active all the time. He's Yeah, he is JJD TV memes. He's not on today's stream, but he's probably busy. But it's 3-0 Bayern. It's embarrassing, man. How did the Canadian Premier League season go? How did Calgary do this season? Calgary finished in second in the standings, and then they lost in the semifinals to Pacific. Forge beat York. Forge finished first, and then in the final, Pacific beat Forge, and Pacific won. So Forge won the first 2 years, Pacific won in the third. New champions in Canada. So it was another good season, and good little growth there for the sport here in Canada. Sevilla, red, or Salzburg? I don't know. We're going to go check it out. Who got the red card? It's Sevilla, man. Sevilla's crashing out. Sevilla just picked up a red card. And they're down a man. They're down a man, and they're down a goal. So Sevilla is looking to potentially join Dortmund once again, man. Here comes a nice little ball, but defended nicely. PK looks like he's ready to cry. Oh, man. The Europa League draw is very interesting. Yeah, I'm excited for it. So it's this upcoming Monday? I had to get up at 6 in the morning to do this draw. Akone picks up a yellow. Bro, do you think Barca can go toe-to-toe with Dortmund? Yeah, I think it'll be over 2 legs. I think it'll be close. I'd say Dortmund would be favorites, man. Barca has had a disastrous season. They are very, very poor. I think it'd be tough, man. I'm not gonna take anything away from the fact that it's still Barcelona, but if I was putting money down on it, I'd probably put money on Dortmund before I'd put money on Barcelona. But let me know, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think would be favorites? Are there any rumors about center backs for BVB? There are. 2 big ones actually dropped today. We're going to be doing a stream on it tomorrow, guys. Schlotterbeck from Freiburg has been linked to Dortmund. He's also been linked to Bayern as well. And Stark from Hertha Berlin has been linked to as well once his contract comes to an end at the end of the season. So 2 center backs have been linked to Dortmund, 2 German center backs, Stark and Schlotterbeck. So be interesting, man. One can be for free, one's going to cost a little chunk of change. So we'll have to wait and see. Here comes Yilmaz. Jonathan David's been pretty quiet today. And a foul was given on him as well. Third place of the Champions League will be drawn against the second place of the Europa League for the round of 32. Yes, it will be. Barcelona in the Europa League, I'm still in shock. Man, the Europa League is bumping this year. Barcelona, Dortmund, maybe Napoli, maybe Atalanta or Villarreal. Sevilla just crashed out. Was looking like it. It's wild, man. Wild, wild stuff. Plus, there's also some other good, solid teams down there as well. West Ham, maybe Leicester. Gomez has just got subbed on for Lille. Former United player coming on for Lille as well. Yash, you remember Gomez? I don't think he played for you guys too much. I know he went to Portugal on loan. I think a couple times. Leipzig's in the Europa League as well. Yeah, so it's a very strong Europa League pool. So that's why it's not going to be an easy competition for us whatsoever, but it's nicely done there. Finds Jonathan Akone once again, who has been lights out today. Oh, he wins a corner, I believe. We're getting late in this one, getting close to the 70th minute, guys. If you guys are just tuning in, be sure to drop a like. Let me know how you're feeling today. We got a couple of friends in the chat tuning in here. Ragnet using his free hit. Hey, Josh, hope you're doing well. I was heading to sleep and I saw that you're live, so I decided to jump on the video and hang around before I'm sleeping. I appreciate that, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. It's an interesting game. Lille and Wolfsburg. Anything in this group can happen, but Sevilla look to be crashing out, which makes our Europa League a little bit harder if we end up potentially getting them as well. Roca is finally playing for Bayern. It's got to feel embarrassing knowing that his minutes come against Barcelona, man. How far has Barcelona fell? Just so mismanaged, man. Juve arguably are a little bit in that as well. I mean, Juve haven't doing much better in the Champions League, but they're struggling in the league. A lot of financial issues. Had to dump the contract of Ronaldo. But I mean, Barca's was 10 times worse. Let's not kid ourselves. Looks like a foul might be coming up here. Low-key, these teams losing going to make Europa fun to watch this year. Man, like I said, the Europa League is wild. I can't wait to see what the draw is going to bring. We will be live for it, guys. I will wake up at 6 a.m. for you guys on Monday to go live, check out the Champions League draw, check out the Europa League draw, see who Dortmund lines up with, see who some of our Bundesliga sides lined up with. It should be a lot of fun. West Ham beat Liverpool and Chelsea lately. They have. West Ham's a tough team as well. David Moyes having that redemption from his terrible experience from United and Real Sociedad and Sunderland. Try team up with Holland speaking to Dortmund fans for a video. Ha, maybe, man, maybe. We are giving away a cup kit, though, guys. I don't know if you guys saw our contest. We partnered up with Dortmund, and we're giving away, that's a nice ball to Angel Gomez. Got a lot of speed, but well defended in the end. We're giving away a Borussia Dortmund cup kit. We partnered up with Dortmund, so if you guys want to enter that, go download the International Fan App, the BVB International Fan App. It's completely free, and you're going to go to groups. You're going to find JJD TV, and then you're just going to comment on the De Klassiker post for a chance to win a kit, and then Dortmund will send it to you. So if you want a chance, let me know, and I'll try to explain it again if you didn't catch it. There's a video on Twitter as well. So be sure to enter that kit for a chance to win a cup kit. I get to pick the winner. So nice ball to Angel Gomez. Finds Jonathan David. And Jonathan David. My man. I know, our Bundesliga fans, I know, but it's Jonathan David, man. He's my guy. He's my guy. So I love it, man. Another Champions League gold for the Canadian Canucks. Just came in here and said, "Hey, Johnny boy, really well done." He times his run perfectly. Gomez has been good since coming on as well. And a nice with the left foot posting in. Jonathan David makes it 2-0 for Lille, who their season turning right around, guys. Turning right around. Not bad, man. Jocelyn Gorovnik had a really tough time. Honestly thought he might be sacked. But they picked it back up in the league, and Lille are going to top their group. And my fellow Canadian, Jonathan David, gets on the score sheet. Oh, Canada is right. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. Love me a Jonathan David goal. All David does is chew bubblegum and score, and he's all about the bubblegum. If you guys did enjoy that goal from David, though, guys, be sure to drop a like on today's stream. Drop a sub as well. Bundesliga feels more entertaining to me than the Premier League. Growing up, man, like I've told you guys, I mean, there's a lot of reasons I follow the Bundesliga. But like I told you guys, my background is from Germany. So there's always that little connection that made me want to watch the Bundesliga and help me pick Dortmund as one of my favorite teams as well. But man, let's be honest. If you watch the Bundesliga, it's some of the funnest football you'll ever watch. It is always entertaining. It's high scoring. It made me fall in love with the league. And it helped that Dortmund was always my favorite team. And I just can't get enough of it. I'm sorry. I do really enjoy the Bundesliga. So I do feel bad for Wolfsburg today. But I'm sorry, man. Jonathan David's my guy. And I want to see him go on to the round of 16. Kelly tunes in, says, "Don't you wish the announcers would stop saying David? Jonathan David. David. Jonathan David. Is that it? Yes. I do. It's clearly just David. Kelly, I feel ya. Heard a couple different ones. David. I don't know. I don't know how you get that one wrong. But Unana's coming on for Yilmaz to close this one out. Not many minutes left. Bundesliga has more goals. It is fun, man. My boy Gomez with the assist. It was nice to see. Chelsea want to face Lille. Josh, someone on TikTok in January posted a video of your streams. Send me a DM of that, man. Someone on TikTok in January posted a video of your streams. DM me on Twitter, JJD TV fan. Just send me like a snapshot of it. I did not know that. Now, Sar and Richard's coming on. I heard the commentary say Johnny David. I mean, David is a French Canadian, so yeah, I don't know. It's just surprising. I think it's Jonathan David, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe the French commentators are different. I don't know. We need to run through Bochum and Mainz. I'm gonna be tired for Bayern. Josh, are there any rumors that linked us to St. Juice? No, but there's been 2 other names that came up today, guys. We'll be live for it tomorrow. Look at Charles coming on there with some love. Charles, how you doing, my man? It looks we had a couple Lille fans tune into the chat today. I was excited to see my boy Jonathan David score. Lille with an impressive turn of form here, which is good to see. But the 2 players that Dortmund have been linked to is Schlotterbeck and Stark. So that's really encouraging news, and I'll talk about it on stream tomorrow. Davies will help Bayern in third. I don't know if it was Davies' uncle or not. The picture kind of looked like it could be. I think it was. I personally think it was. I don't know if he's on here, but I mean, he said he was he said he was Alphonso Davies' uncle from Edmonton. He's tuned in on the channel before, so I don't know. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. JJD TV fan says I got banned from Twitter. Send it to me on Instagram then. Charles, congrats on the round of 16. Yeah, guys, let's drop a W in for Charles there. I had a couple Lille supporters come in. Nemeka was just subbed on for Wolfsburg for Guilabogi. That's a nice ball once again. Dortmund can get Dest from Barca. I would take Dest. I still have question marks over how good I personally think Dest is. I think the Bundesliga would have been a lot better. I think he made a mistake not going to Bayern. I think the Bundesliga would have suited him better, and I think that he would have been a lot better in Pavard's position at right back for him. But instead, he went to Barca, and then it just all went downhill from there. Comes a Kone, slides it in for Angel Gomez. Oh, and it's 3. Gomez has been very good since coming on, to be fair, man. He's a talented little player. He set up David for the first, and he scored a second. Gorvenek's going to have to play him in the next one, man. Hopefully Davies can walk Dest in January like he did today. But that was a good pressing there from Onana to find Akone, and Gomez buries it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Pretty easy little game today from Lille. Well played. Give them a lot of confidence going back into the league. Jocelyn Gorvenek looked very happy. Lille up 3-0. And got myself a Jonathan David goal. So why not? I'll do that now. Check Instagram soon. Very cool, man. I appreciate it. Dest and Davies, that's raw pace. Kimmich is back. Mainz won't beat Bayern. Yeah, that's a tough one. Come on, Wolfsburg. Seriously, Angie's not impressed. Lille away from home. Up 3-0 against Wolfsburg, man. That's why Man United should not have let Gomez go. He's a top talent. He is, man. He is. Yash was calling it before the game, though. He said that I'll give you credit, Yash. At the beginning of the game, you said it's going to be a comfortable win for Lille. And it's looking quite that, man. 3-0 away from home. And Lille will top the group. And it looks like they'll be going on with Salzburg as well. Nice ball. Finds a Kone. Game is almost over. But yeah, it's been a good little game for Lille so far, man. They played very well. Should David stay in January or leave in the summer? I personally would rather him leave in the summer. I think mid-season, he's having a good season. Lille's now in the round of 16 of the Champions League. He's scoring in the Champions League. Lille's finding form in the league once again. He's comfortable there. Gorbanik's settling in. The team's looking a lot better than it was a few weeks ago, even a month and a bit ago. In my opinion, I think David should stay at Lille, try to become the top goal scorer, help Lille be successful, have a Champions League run, and then move on to potentially like Inter or something like that, whoever is interested in the summertime. That's just me. That's what I would do. I think leaving in January will disrupt a nice, successful season, and he may not play right away because he has to fight his way into a side that is mid-season, where if he can do it at the beginning of the year, I'll give him a better shot, but that's just me. A few weeks ago, I was maybe on the fence because Lille were just so poor, but now they're playing a lot better. They're actually fun to watch. I've watched every game pretty much this year from Lille. JJD TV fan, I appreciate you sending that to me, my guy. I'll probably check it after the game because I am curious to see who was doing that. But I appreciate you sending it to me, my guy. And I'll message you after the game. Lewandowski's off. No goal for him today. Good. Take that, Lewandowski. Scored 2 against us at the weekend. Here comes Nemeka. Nicely done there from Stefan. Wolfsburg get a goal, you think? I'm not sure. Give me 1 second, though, guys. Girlfriend just got home. Don't want to disrupt her. I don't think Wolfsburg will get a goal. No. But now that I said that, I'll probably jinxed it. The only teams that I really want to see on the same level in BVB in the Europa League is West Ham, to be honest. I think there's more than that, man. I mean, Napoli's a good side. If they end up, obviously, qualifying. Look at Onana go. But there's more, man. There's more. There's some good sides coming down. Sevilla's a good side. Barcelona, I mean, I know that they're sucking this year, but they are still a dangerous side if they get healthy again. Can figure some things out of Xavi. It's going to be a very interesting Europa League, man, and a tough one at that. It's a nice little ball there from Jonathan Okone, who's had a really good game. I keep saying that, but he's been dangerous all game long. And look at that. Oh, Jonathan David. Man, Okone has been filthy. Him and David looked at each other looking how that did not go in the back of the net. Yeah, Porto's a good side as well. Damn, man. Jonathan Okone literally splitting the defenders left, right, and center, and a nice save by Casteels. And David had an empty net, but easily blocked off the line from Baku there. I'm not watching the United game. I'm not sure how that's going. I'm assuming Yash is probably keeping an eye on the United game. Is United losing right now? There's another substitution coming on there. Shelik is coming out. Ishizi's coming in. Lacroix is a FIFA merchant. Akone's coming out. Had a really good game. Akone had a really good game today. My prediction was 3-1-2. Hope all those changes won't backfire. Xavi will turn things around. He just needs more time. I agree. He definitely needs more time, but I don't think the season is gonna be enough time for him to turn it around, man. I think it'd be very surprising if they made the Champions League. They had to find some good form, and they need to find it quick. Jallo's come on as well, going at right back for Shelik. Okone was solid, man. I really liked his performance today. But there's a corner kick coming up for Lille, and Renato Sanchez is to take. Sanchez, and easily defended there. But Wolfsburg cannot counter as Jallo picks it up. Back into Renato Sanchez. Nicely defended, though. Little under 10 to go, guys. And a very good performance from Lille, man. They got to be picking up confidence now. United is playing some youth players now. 1 point's enough for United to top the group, right? Is that how it works? Apart from Greenwood and Donny, Got a short little corner kick coming in here. Ronaldo injured. No wonder why United is drawing. Oh, Ronaldo. I'm watching that Juve documentary right now and remember how good Ronaldo was, but that was nicely done there. Lille on the counter. Does quite well, actually. Just skipping away from traffic. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, but also Tellez and Delo. Who are they clear of? What a performance, man. I don't think Lille's going to have any type of deep run this year. Let's not kid ourselves, but it is super impressive for the League One side. The Ligue 1 sides have not done overly well in Champions. Well, I shouldn't say that because Monaco has from time to time. Lyon went on a special little run a couple seasons ago, and PSG is usually consistent, failing at the quarters or semis. But it's good stuff from Lille. Nice ball, Jonathan David. Nicely done to Jallo on the side with 5 to go. Barca 100% to Europa League at this point. Yeah, I mean, you can argue that was pretty prominent right from the beginning, man. There was a save on a Ronaldo penalty. Was that today? I haven't seen any of the game today. Like the United game. I don't know if it was that or when did Ronaldo miss a penalty? Or are you talking about the documentary? But here comes Wolfsburg trying to go for something towards the end here. Luca Bacchio, but with a terrible, terrible ball. And Raniello's going the other way. Raniello's a really solid little left back, man. I wouldn't mind him at Dortmund at all either. He's got some good defensive ability to his game. A little more attacking than not, but looking for Jonathan David. Oh, good foul on the top of the box. Yellow card coming up from Roussillon, and a dangerous free kick once again coming up for Lille. Usage is probably going to take it, would be my assumption. I'm not sure. Charles Savage is on the bench for Man U. Remember his father? No. Ronaldo didn't play, so he can't miss a pen. So I'm assuming maybe JJD TV fan is referring to the Juve documentary that I was watching. Hope Sanchez gets a hit this one. It looks like it more favors a right footer, but I'm assuming Sanchez isn't going to take it. 3 minutes to go, guys. Got a good stream coming on Monday for you guys. Now that you guys let me know that the good free kick, but defended pretty easily by the wall, and Jonathan David punts it over the net. Bayern's training game is almost over. Oh, man. Let's check some of the other scores around as this game's pretty much done and dusted as well. Bayern up 3-0. Muzala got the other one. I didn't know that. 3-0. That one's done and dusted. The United and Young Boys game, what does this mean to the standings? It puts them on 11, so that's enough points for United to top the group. So they just need to see out this point, and then they're safe. Sevilla crashing out as things stand right now. Poor stuff there from them. And then we're up 3-0 right now in this match. Damn. Some surprises today. Some surprises. Come on, Wolfsburg, get a goal. It's looking unlikely, but with that being said, there's a good little chance here, but it's defended nicely again. But Arnold actually wins it back, and they did score. Renato Steffen, with a bit of a mistake from Sanchez, makes it 3-1. So whoever was going for Wolfsburg and wanted that goal, they did get one from home late in the game here. They made it 3-1, making things a little bit interesting towards the end. It's a little bit on Renato Steffen. It was a nice hit from Renato Steffen, it was. But Sanchez was the one dispossessed by Arnold. Stefan just let it roll and then smacked it in the back of the net. Thoughts on Irish keeper? He saved a penalty from Ronaldo. He's only 19. I think it was about a month ago. Can't say I know anything about him, man. I'm sorry. So we are better than Barca, who scored 2 goals and almost won. Barca even challenged Bayern. I'd say we're the better team than Barca, yeah. Like, if you're going to put money down on it and it was Barca versus Dortmund, I'd put money on Dortmund, man. Barca is an ugly team to watch play football this year. Sad, but you got some love, man. Got some love. Wolfsburg scored. It's 3-1. I'm curious to see how many times it'll be added on. There's got to be at least probably 4 minutes would be my assumption, with some goals coming on in here as well. There's been 3 this half. But a nice... No foul given. There's only 3. Only 3 minutes added on. He plays for Manchester City. Did not know that. I don't remember Ronaldo missing a penalty against him. But 3 additional minutes added on. Not a big chance for Wolfsburg to get back in this. There's a free kick coming up for Sanchez, who was fouled. And Lille are just going to try to see this one through with a really professional performance away from home against Wolfsburg to top the group. And that's going to guarantee that Wolfsburg finish in last place. No Europa League for them. Sevilla will be joining us in the Europa League. Salzburg and Lille heading to the Champions League. Renato Stefan is Swiss. He is Swiss. Babu's Swiss as well, and I think there's another one. There's a few Swiss players on this Wolfsburg side. The Mecca does well there. Angie says, go Wolfsburg. I think it's a little too late for that, Angie. 1 minute of the 3 additional minutes have been played. It'd be quite the comeback if they could somehow... Because I think they have to win the game anyways, so even a draw wouldn't do them any good, and they're still 2 goals down with a minute and a half to play. But it's the Mecca with it. But Sanchez does well to intercept, to find Weghorst. Oh, Sanchez trying to get through. And a nice little block there from Gomez. Time is running out, my friends. Who's your guys' man of the match today? Who impressed you guys the most? Stefan's getting mad at Ronaldo. Little heat coming on there. Ronaldo and Stefan going at it. Seems like Ronaldo was injured. And every time a player's down, injured. I mean, he's clearly faking it. And then Renato Stefan comes over there, stands over him. And then Ronaldo gets a little bit of energy to push him away, and then go back down, being like, I can't move. Football, man. Got to keep the hope alive. Some annoying stuff towards the end there from Ronaldo. But a yellow card comes to both Ronaldo and Renato Stefan for some, needless banter right there. If you want to grow your fan base more than non-Dortmund streams, because it'll grow your audience, because they will get people from teams that like to sub. Like today, we got some new Lille fans. Yeah, I don't know. I want to stay consistent, though, with the brand and kind of what we do here. But from time to time, I like to dip my toe in that. But that is the game, guys. Lille win 3-1 against Wolfsburg to move on. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on right here. Ours has just come to an end. And it doesn't look like anything's going to change. United going through, Sevilla going out, Barcelona joining us in the Europa League, man. Benfica as well. Adrian must be pumped over on Rabona TV. But Gomez, man of the match. He came on and made an instant impact. I'd say Nkone really impressed me today. Consistently, Gomez was really good coming on for a matter of minutes. But yeah, guys, I guess you can be like Thogden. We'll see. We'll see. There's a couple of fun things that might come up in the future, but regardless, guys, it looks like all the games have pretty much coming to an end. And yeah, we'll be live tomorrow, talk about a few big transfer stories for Borussia Dortmund. So I will do that early in the morning, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. my time. So that'll be fun. I mean, if some guy makes 1 million accounts, you'll hit 1 million subs. Well, there you go, Alex. The logic, man. The logic. Barcelona officially out. Thanks for this JJD TV. My pleasure, my man. My pleasure. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like on the video. Drop a sub, if you want to help us get towards, I guess, 1 million subscribers. I would always appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow for a little transfers episode. And see you guys on the weekend for the Bochum and Dortmund watch along. Take care, friends. We'll talk to you soon. And for you Canadian listeners, episode is dropping later tonight. Cheers, friends, and take care.